Alright, here we are with Broken Worlds, Exalted, Gangs of New Gloam, Episode 14. We're in December 2018. I am Devin the referee, and to my left we have X playing Y playing Z.
Nicole playing Boundless Jurisdiction, the Zenith cast Solar, and the playbook is the Law.
Ian playing Gilded Undertaker, Liminal, and the playbook is the Refined.
Kevin playing Joyous Child of the Crystal Mirror, the Serial Chosen of Serenity, and the Beggar playbook.
Peter as the other way, the Infernal Fiend Master.
Anthony as Black Rain Falls Silent, the Daycast Abyssal, playing the Hunter playbook.
Alright, gang, who would like to recap what happened last session?
We assaulted the Warden.
Yeah.
Boss fight ensued.
We kicked him out of his bed to a fight.
And then he turned into the
Castle?
Castle?
He's part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
He's doing a little Ledger
He's the
thing.
bed that eats.
He's doing a little bit of Ledger impression and so on.
No, he isn't. Not even a little.
Well, I am this thing, you know, the sounds.
Not even a little.
That's every villain ever.
Yeah.
This isn't even my final
Specifically
form.
Kim Jong-un or whatever the fuck you say his name is. That's like the song.
I was literally
That's their
doing
national.
dictator.
That's their national
Way to
anthem.
Way to alienate all of our North Korean listeners.
Yeah.
Kim, no!
He loved us up until that.
North Korea will remember that.
War were declared.
He would declare war on our podcast.
Anyway.
Moving away.
Anyway.
We're getting too political.
Doing nothing of a Ledger impression, the Warden went into his fucking one-winged angel form. And that's where we left off. Thoughts? Ideas? Things you want to do this session?
Let's kick his ass.
Let's end this.
Teach him who's
Thoughts
boss.
and prayers?
Yeah. Please send your thoughts and prayers to
Fine, let's just take out our guns.
Alright, let me just... Alright, we're back. So, where we last left off, the Warden was turned into a, monster. Him being the liminal exalt he is and unlocking his, apotheosis form. So yeah, I think he was melting into the building and, the building was turning into, fossilized bones of old prisoners and stuff. So yeah, you belong here, just like me, he screams out. I think was the last line he said. As an entire graveyard's coming out from the prison's ruins. Of moving, twisting, barbed wire, and bones, and, bodies and souls. What do y'all do?
Roll initiative.
There's no such thing as initiative in the system.
Yeah,
Roll.
Peter, guns don't kill people, Peter. Nothing can kill people. We are all immortal, and it's beautiful and a miracle. Peter just nodded. He's like, that makes sense.
That checks out.
Well, I know I am, but...
But you guys with this North American healthcare system, I don't know.
You don't get the analgesics I get.
What?
I have money.
Oh, shots fired.
2 to 6, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Stop coming to these things.
Peter invested heavily into cryptocurrency. He's fabulously wealthy.
He won the internet.
Damn it, I bit him.
Nice.
Okay.
That's good.
Sorry, I was
What are you
pausing.
doing?
I'm shooting it.
Have we shoving through violence?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I
going
just
the other way.
forgot how the system worked for a second. I still had Persona rules logged in my head.
Right?
Yeah.
Same. I was
Yeah.
like, 22s, isn't it?
Like I had a bunch of
10d10, right? Can I get a 10 plus on that?
Right?
Tom!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus. So there you go.
Bam!
Bam,
Ka-chow!
So it does.
No, that's the joke dice.
Many things?
Yes. So 4
Thank you.
damage. There's a bunch of destructive damage to the area around it. And is also an area attack.
Alright,
1
you
damage to everyone.
blow apart the area around it. That was 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what, you just fire
And it
off
is
your...
armor piercing, but doesn't matter because he doesn't have armor.
So you fire off your fire wand?
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah. That whole section of the wall and the structure blows apart into cinders and ash and splits apart like the T-1000. and it starts like re-knitting itself, and like more parts of the building are coming up into like pillars and hands.
All right. Child runs up and he's going to grab one of those healing edges and start ripping it off, like
Peeling apart.
peeling it apart. So that would be reach heaven through violence.
All right.
So got 2 6s. So that's
More.
This counts as huge, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's reeling. He's this is also destructive and messy, and he's crippled.
All right. You destroy that area of the building. It's gone.
Yep. So he takes 3 damage.
Okay. So yeah, that whole section of the building you two were fighting has been destroyed.
Thanks.
More parts of the ground and the prisoner coming up.
Undertaker just starts like rubbing his heel into the building. You know, just like almost like he'd be putting out a cigarette or something, but in like a very distasteful way. And I'm just gonna reach heaven through violence, just like stomping him out.
Okay.
Ooh, that was terrible. 7. So
Success, but
but barely, and that'll be 2 damage.
Okay. 2 damage happens.
There will
Wait, we're
be
inside
repercussions.
We're around.
Yeah, remember you threw a building on him, then you went inside to fight him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and
he
So the building
became
got
the
him and
building.
walked in space
But
plant.
now
on
the
you guys.
building's alive.
Yeah.
Because he's the building. Right?
Yeah, he's the
entire
building.
place still with you? Okay. Make sure we're on the same page.
Alright, so yeah, you're kicking your way through it. You're watching them. They're destroying sections of like the
Yeah.
architecture in the ground, and you're like just pecking away at bits and pieces. Outside the cracks and the debris, you can see like large parts of the landscape have like hands made out of like prison material and ore veins, and like
Oh god.
old collapsed ships pulling themselves to the ground, and like the landscape's heaving up.
Oh goodness.
So I'm going to put forward that the scope of the fight has changed.
Okay.
And unless you're destroying large sections of it, like
Area,
Child and
Ante.
Boundless jurisdiction.
Boundless Jurisdiction, don't help me, Nicole.
I wasn't going to.
Child and Boundless Jurisdiction, unless they're doing destroying large sections of the area, you're not going to be super effective.
He doesn't benefit from huge tag.
This is
It's
beyond
around- okay.
that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying your mechanics don't work.
That's
I'm just
cinematic.
saying.
Yes.
I'm saying that it's not that he's huge. There are parts you're hurting, but him
Yeah.
as a
Yeah, that's
holistic
fine.
entity is getting bigger.
Okay.
than this.
Also, I have a question. What parts of him are there to cripple? Because I had the crippling tag, and I just don't
You did,
know.
and you destroyed that entire part.
Okay.
Like that part you were fighting that was going to act against you is gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine like that. These are many
There's
things.
several limbs, and each limb kind of has health and.
They don't have their own stat block or anything. The limbs are threats to you,
Okay.
and you're moving through and eliminating them. You're eliminating these parts rising up.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to explain it like a game like that, but it's like
But for lack of
the
better words,
lack of this fight, the nature of this combat has altered from what it was last session, where you had beaten his first form.
yeah.
Now you're fighting a landscape, a world.
Okay.
So who would like it's not a round robin. It's not everyone has to go. It's like someone throws an idea out and wants to act on it. We don't have to all go one at a time around a circle. Whoever has an idea can just put it forward. That's it.
Do you think go on?
Well,
I guess I'll try to carve my way out to the outside of the structure, boss.
Do you want to get outside of the building you're collapsing?
Yeah, in the bloodiest way possible. Like,
Do you want to do it
the
without
most
being hurt?
I mean, are those walls going to claw at me as I
Yeah,
try
they're
to
going to attack you. This whole prison's going to attack you.
Well, what's it going to take to not get hurt?
You can make an agility roll and take that perk to not be hurt by to get through opponents without being touched.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's
I
a
can't
fold.
just close.
Also, the first time it manages to attack, it can't because I have it reeling.
Okay.
That's what reeling does.
Yeah, but that was for the thing you'd attacked. That if you hadn't hurt and
Oh.
you'd gotten a better roll, would have
It's
gotten
different prediction. Okay, I got it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not one big stat block. These are. Imagine like an army or like 1,000 different people or like that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's the landscape you're fighting here. The landscape can't be knocked on its side really or crippling. It can. You just have to flavor it, or you have to think of a way to do it. Think bigger.
Yeah, I guess I'll make it an agility roll and just try. I was going to try and like attack my way up, but that probably makes more sense. It's too easy.
Agility's good. That means you won't get tagged by them.
I feel like Fellowship has like mechanics for dealing with events like that.
This stage here is mechanical, but it's not like the combat system mechanical. Like Nicole and Kevin are making an impact with the area stuff. It's just it's not one big stat block you're taking.
Okay, I got Just barely 7.
So with 7, you gain 1 hold, and you can choose to move over and pass through enemies unhindered.
Okay.
Unless you have that thing that you can never.
Wait, are we looking at the same thing? What are you looking at?
Agility.
Oh, I'm looking at my closed eyes and still hearts.
Oh no, I'm looking at the actual agility move, which is what will let you do this.
Oh, that's what kind of like this does too.
I don't think close eyes still hearts do. That's for sneaking.
Undertake a journey where you must pass an objective.
Different context.
I guess, yeah, whatever.
This is literally
Either
agility,
way,
where
I
you're,
make it. So
you're
that's
just
all that
moving
matters.
through.
All that matters is I did it.
Yeah. So Black Rain, yeah, you're able to get through. Like there's hands coming out of the walls, like in all those creepypasta videos from YouTube,
Right.
trying to pull at you and stuff. And they're like, old inmates with like barcodes on them, and some of them are, people you've killed in this prison. You think you see Bowser's corpse without its head coming out at one point.
Right. I'm not sure.
You're at the other side of the building. You're on the outside of it. You see the whole building, which used to be like a big cubic, square squat kind of fortress, has like rotted and molded apart into like a soft mound of earth, and it's like it's sprouting leaves and vines that are made out of people and rebar.
Nice.
Great.
Cool.
Great.
Well, time to put it down, I guess.
So does that mean there's roots growing underground that we should pull up?
Maybe.
That's what I'm starting to think.
What is root that nobody sees?
If only we had somebody who could punch through anything.
All right. Do you want to relate this to the group? Do you want to role play it out? Tell them what you're seeing now that you're out.
I'm outside now, though. How am I supposed to tell them?
Yell.
Just yell, dig dug!
Dig dug.
Dig dug! Dig dug! Fill them with air until they explode!
I mean, that's what gets you off.
You get a bazoozuzu. What are those bazoozuzus from like
Vuvuzela.
Uzuzalas?
You can't even pretend to say it right.
He
Uzuzalas.
just shakes his head, just
Yeah,
like.
but they're not even trying.
Well, look, Peter gave.
Stare of ages.
All right, he yells out. Black Rain. She yells out something about digging.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
Okay.
Who's doing what?
I'll start smashing my way through the ground.
Excellent.
All right, that's that Kool-Aid Man move. The
Yeah.
cherry to fuck you.
Chariot of fuck you. Yeah, so one moment, let me just roll
Alright,
this.
before you do that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw Shu your way, and I'll be like, Shu, help! And then, so
Did
this will
he
be
die?
an aid action.
No.
No, he didn't
What
die.
happened to him?
He got very injured.
Don't you
So-
also have
so
like
he's-
those two like reptile dudes too? Aren't they just around?
Didn't you
Yeah,
use shoe
there.
with escape or something?
Yeah, Shu got severely injured, but I don't think he ever died.
He's in a
So-
full body
Are you
cast.
throwing his body around?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Shu's there. That's fine. I'm not going to say no to
Why
that.
are you
So we're gonna
throwing this
throw
guy?
Shu, and this will be an aid action to help you. So
hope he's
I have to
strapped
give you
with
like a
balls.
I love that you're the social character. I was telling someone on the Exalted Discord about your character being the liminal social character. And how you're abusing your social powers in combat.
Sure.
And by abusing social powers, abusing your minions.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry, that's a fail.
Just you're gonna throw it and slam it
Yeah,
into the
sure.
wall next to the hole.
Alright, I just imagine you pick up shoes like, wait! Boundless jurisdiction. I had to remember the name again. And you pick up shoe by the legs, you're about to throw it, but you realize there was like a wall right there, and you just slam it into the wall. That was a good throw, sir.
All right, your
I just
move.
imagine like Bruce Banner from Thor movie. Yeah, it's splat.
I got a 10 plus, so I smash through it, bypass it, or gain me and my group if I want. Easy passage through it. No police.
Alright, so you jump up and then slam down and like collapse the floor.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, the floor around you guys collapses down into a tunnel. Not you. You're
Yeah, I'm outside.
And not Shu, he's in a wall.
Yeah.
Not you and not Shu.
He also was part of the boss. He's part of the crew, part of the ship now.
You're a dead man, sir.
Oh no, Shu's too powerful.
I renounce you. Yeah, you renounce you, sir. Picks up a handkerchief, throws it through one of your pictures of you, grows devil wings.
He's the Jersey Devil now. What the fuck?
No.
One devil wing, one angel wing.
He's the Funk Master.
Becomes a cosmic exalted.
Yeah.
Fuck master. He
I
was the
always
fuck
knew it.
I'm plutonium cast now, sir. I started Essence 7.
That sounds like a
You're
demanding
relaxing is what you're doing, good sir.
Anyway, balance jurisdiction, Goomba stomps the ground, collapsing you guys into a cavern beneath the prison. It's like a bunch down, but you're fine. He just tears through all the debris and the layering in the basements in the way. So, you're not dealing with the top side anymore. I'm gonna...
Change this light.
Yeah. No. There we go. Pardon me. Alright. The cavern has lights everywhere because all of your anima banners are coruscanting with energy, filling the room with light and power and bonfires of ignited essence. Underneath the area of the prison you were just fighting in, there are indeed... Pardon? There are indeed roots. Roots made of souls and bones, essence, prison construction, gravestones, the very foundations of this prison. Slave chains. All of the foundations of this prison. All prisons are slave farms. Anyway, and at the very bottom, with all these roots dangling down, grasping, growing up, there is a large sarcophagus-like entity. It looks like a mix between a crematorium, if it had spider legs, with a vampire coffin covered in Mayan hieroglyphics in the middle of it, in the middle of the burner, like on fire. And like from it, all these like ores and metals and essence and chains are spreading out, like a seed made of ash. Yeah. So yeah, big crematorium on mechanical spider legs. Like, not mechanical like a machine, mechanical like, it's clearly like moving on.
Yeah.
Artificial. And there's like a cremator in the middle with like something in it already burning, molten hot. That's all like chained shut. In all prisons, the warden, some would say, is the most enslaved of slaves. It doesn't make any sense, but it's something you've seen in anime. Something about the warden being the most imprisoned of them all in the prison.
God, what was him?
Bears.
With his salary.
Yeah, he goes home to fuck his wife.
Heavy
Heavy is the burden that wears the crown. Some pretentious anime would do it.
So,
Wait, what was
like-
that?
Literally.
This is not what you son of a
Stop
bitch.
saying it! You're just
Not
triggering
everything
him.
is Lidger.
Just keep it to yourself. You're just triggering
Are you
him.
hoping that when he explodes, a Yosi energy wave will go out and you'll become infernal?
Just gonna dive into it and be like, I wish
I'm
you would
already
explode.
infernal.
Already infernal. I cut out the middleman.
I'll be the broken wing crane.
I'm the funk master. Your hand starts biting your neck.
Everyone doesn't know. How could I have predicted this? A betrayal.
It'd be great if you revealed, no, guys, I'm not playing Infernal. I'm playing a second edition Infernal. I've been the villain the whole time.
So, Child is going to grab one of the roots connected to the central heart. I'm going to call it a heart. That's
Sure.
basically what it is. He's
Or
going
a
to start,
seed.
Yeah, or a seed, and he's going to start. He's going to take the bone of a saint out of his pocket and start inscribing mudras, like exorcism ones,
Like
along
sidereal, your wards against, like, sanctions.
Yeah, a massive sanction one. And I'm going to use a power die for this. I don't know what it would be, though. So,
What are you trying to do this thing? What is the outcome?
bind it.
Bind it? That sounds like you're gonna fuck it.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's its holes?
You gotta pay the toll.
Who wants the seed, Devin?
Fuck off.
Oh,
How about might, but instead use, like, breath or spirit or something. What do you got? What do you got for me?
I have
What's your good stat?
really high body, reflex, and heat. So I'll use heat.
Yeah, sure, use heat. I don't care. It's gonna be a might roll for grappling, basically.
Okay.
But it'll be heat instead of might.
So 10 plus...
Did you get at least 10?
I got 10, yeah.
Okay. So you can choose any of the all options under the might rule.
Under the might roll? Okay.
Yeah. Do you know where that is? It's like in the first. It's like on the second page. Of the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm there. So I can choose...
It's like a grapple, but it's a spiritual grapple.
Okay, choose any or all of the options. Why would I literally not take all of the options? I'll take
Maybe you
all
don't
of
want
the
to cripple someone if it's your husband, Nicole.
options. Okay, I'm going to take all of the options. So all the mudras start lighting up and exercising some of these souls that are pumping through it.
Yeah, you sanction this Malthian monstrosity under the auspices of the Maidens and the Bureau of Heaven. All right, so as long as you keep this exorcism or sanction up, that part of it will be fucked. What do you cripple about that leg? Like about that root leg connection?
What are its capabilities? Like, what
It is
kind-
able to attack. It's able to pump out more of the environment to attack you and create more like battle groups, essentially. It's able to bring materials into the kiln and repair the kiln.
I want to stop the kiln from being able to repair itself.
All right, you damage the rootness of it and constrict its veins with like sanction powers and sutras and barriers,
Yeah.
like the anime Kakashi.
What?
Like that.
It's about a dude who makes like square invisible barriers around spirits and then crushes the square barrier on them to like exercise them.
I see.
Like that.
Man, you guys don't know anything about anime.
You're such a cultured people.
I need a Japanese girlfriend, Jimmy.
Why is it fucking conky?
For reference, listeners, that wasn't me. That was Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. It's an amazing parody of anime fans.
But for some reason you did a conky voice.
It's late, and I'm
We're
full of food.
supposed to do a Jimbo.
I can't do a Jimbo.
You can't, apparently.
Anyway,
Kill this thing. Everyone kill
child
it.
is gone and paralyzed part of it.
You said there was like structures being raised outside. Can I
Yeah,
drop?
you're not even in the cave.
I know. That's why I'm like, I gotta get in there. Can I drop?
through the hole.
Can I like drop a tower or something on it and then ride the tower down into the building hole?
Would
they
we do
are?
an attack?
Yes.
Yes.
Reach heaven through violence.
There'll be a tower
Yeah, you
on
can throw
us.
some of the building down. Go for it.
You know, if it
You're a
works.
land abyssal exalt. You can do whatever you want.
Hey, that's gonna be more than
That's a 10 plus.
10.
All right. I don't know. There's like buildings. What kind of building are you looking for?
I don't know. You said there was a boat. Let's drop a boat on it.
A boat?
Yeah, you said there was a boat
Sure,
being lifted
sure.
up by vines. That's what you said,
No,
Devin.
I'm not questioning you. I'm just like, boat? Yeah, all right. Okay, so as you're throwing those like paper scriptures and stuff all over parts of it, all of a sudden an old round trireme crashes down on top of the main body.
Oh, so I'm here now.
Yeah.
Standing on top in a perfect pose is Rain.
Yeah, I imagine you're on the back end of it with your arms crossed, riding down.
Of course.
Jump off at the last minute.
Come on,
Now on this side of the RPG fight screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack from both sides. It's more effective.
Come on, son, and welcome to the jam.
Oh, good. You're fashionably late. You should really hurry and help.
What did your damage do? What were the numbers? Give me numbers.
Oh, I guess the damage was 2. I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Perfect. That's fine. All right, that thing has been crushed down by the debris and like one of its legs being hampered. So it's trying to crawl itself around. It's big. This cavern that it lives in, so it's been mining out for generations, and it's just kind of trying to orient itself so it can like move towards you guys and start like scooping you into its burners,
I would like to
like a hermit crab.
shoot the ceiling so a chunk falls in it. Makes it so it can't move anymore.
What are the outcome you're looking for?
I just want to make it so it can't move
You
anymore.
want to cripple it or something. Have a whole,
Yeah.
like,
I'm just
cavern
reaching
like
heaven
this.
through violence. I'm just describing it.
Well, no. Describing the whole point, because if you want to cripple it, that could be like a might move or a grapple move, or it could just be a violence move. That's all I'm looking out for. So the outcome is this isn't going to take much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, reach out through violence.
Yes, over 10.
Nice.
So it takes 4 damage.
No fuck.
This is messy, so it damages the area around it. Messy and destructive. And it's an area attack, and it's armor piercing.
Okay. So yeah, you hit the ceiling and blow the entire ceiling kind of apart. Like it goes up, and then the debris starts raining down on it. So yeah, it's getting like pelted and like weighed down and stuff, and the ceiling is giving out. Like silt and sand are starting to pour out all around you guys.
Well, I guess I'm going to prepare, Volcab Masaroshi style, dig myself into the ground.
You take the root.
Yeah, take the root.
I remembered you had a magic hand, and I was like, if the ceiling starts falling in on us, make sure you take out your hand so you can suck up all the debris. I was like,
That's
Like
not-
Heroku from Inuyasha.
Right? For some reason, in my head,
Wow.
that's what your hand did. And I was
This
like,
is an anime
fucking
session.
What?
Like with the Vampire D hand, he just eats spells.
This is a real anime session.
Well,
Miroku.
Right?
He would not do well in this era.
well, I guess I'm just going to shoot some black lightning at it.
Palpatine lightning. When in doubt.
Power up like a Saiyan and...
So you become grotesquely buff, like Infernal Monster style, and then fire lightning out of your hands.
Yeah, so that's a 9 damage 2.
2 damage.
2 damage.
What is your lightning do? Anything special?
Yes.
Floor is destructive, or I don't think I've reached the floor.
I didn't reach the flourish. All right.
So 2 damage.
Yeah, so as this is going on, yeah, you fire lightning up. This thing is like, writhing and throwing around. It's being so damaged that a lot of its vents are being clogged up by the sand and the debris, and they all just kind of heat up and get molten, and then just start firing molten lead out everywhere. Everyone take a damage.
I deflect it with my hands.
And you're just like, no. Armor. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, Panda just like it lands on his shoulder and is burning it. He's just really busy with these
Sure.
mudras.
Yeah, it's spraying molten lead out, so that's going to become a hazard, guys.
Okay. Can I cripple that in some way?
It's just holes all over its body spraying lead out. So unless you can plug those holes.
I
Fill them
will
with swords.
use my 49 empty palm technique to create a basically wind tunnel with the silt that's falling down, and have it blow all into all the ports it's doing to clog up the gears.
Sure. All right. That.
I
I have no idea what that is.
Right?
Oh, roll and see what you roll.
Quick shoot. Dismember yourself into a bunch of pieces and stuff yourself into the hole.
Here, wait. I'll try and aid you. So as you're creating this wind tunnel and going, I'll just start pulling out silks to tie. Keep
Probably
all the
acuity.
silk
Acuity's
in.
the skill to like put weird effects and damages on an enemy.
Acuity.
Yeah, plus mind. Because you're using like tactics and strategies.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then I'll as I say, I'll try and aid you first here.
Try to aid me, please. I have a -1 to mind.
You don't say.
Plus breath.
Because I should be doing that next.
I couldn't tell from all those bulging muscles you have.
Okay, then I'll use my power dice to do this. So that will be 8. So I gain 1 hold, so you can get a +1 going forward.
So I just have a,
Plus
make
1.
a 0 to my mind. So
Use your power die.
Yeah, I don't know if my aid
Yeah.
from last session would still help.
Sure, if you want.
So was that bonus?
That was also a
attack?
+1. So because basically I gave you some aid and then never like touched it in.
Oh!
4. So,
So
no.
that'll be.
I rolled 2 1s.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
So it's a no.
So that's. We did our best.
It probably just makes the fucking fire burn hotter.
Yeah, and the song went out just the right time.
I was also not wanting to shoot my gun directly at the furnace because I'm like, it's a fire gun. It might actually just make it stronger.
That's,
I was like, too bad none of us have like ice powers.
He's like, oh no, fire. I touched the sun. This is nothing.
I mean, we can just pull ice powers
What,
out of our
you know?
ass.
yeah.
No.
Always.
Oh, because I'm a zenith, right?
Okay.
No, I mean, for my
You
character.
use your martial arts to plug up all of its vents with sand and silt and rocks, which is what caused this in the first place. So that gets piled on in with all the force you can kind of muster up. It gets hot and starts glowing on the inside, and its entire back blows off in a volcano of molten lead and rendered souls and Malthian spite.
Oh, you made it.
Going into the open ceiling through all the vents and channels that have been cut into the cave from like the roots, which burn and crystallize into the condensed rage that's coming out of its back. And now you guys are in a laser grid. There is every hole in the ceiling and the floor from like all angles are shooting out like hot beams of basically lasered anger. And lighting this place up in green-red fire.
Oh god, officer, why?
Everyone take 2. Armor piercing.
Oh god.
So that's just 1 stamina to circle with stamina, right?
No, that's 2 stamina. It's,
It's
1
for
armor.
stamina.
Okay.
It's 1 armor if you have armor.
No, he said summer
It's
piercing.
armor piercing.
Yeah, so then it's 1 for stamina.
A thing starts coming out of the back of the cremator where the coffin is, taking shape. It looks like a sort of range or spectrum of man and women shapes coming out like they're flower petals on a flower, like each petal's a person. And they all seem to be wearing like similar styles of clothing that look like warden uniforms. Like it's a large sort of tree made of people, spirits. Like not meat. They look like they're made of like molten energy. That same sort of Malthian fire.
Yeah.
Okay, Child's gonna take his ghost medicine that he brewed that one time, that you still have a bottle of,
Oh, yeah.
and swig that. Just Gulp it
Yeah,
back.
but I didn't take it because it's like a 20% chance it'll just fuck you over.
That's a 1, so I get all my stamina back.
Nice.
Ha ha ha!
There's some like aid or something where you can give everyone back 1 stamina or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't use that this turn.
So yeah, the cremator isn't moving anymore. It's just this tree growing out of it, made of warden spirits. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Oh gosh.
But were they all just terrible people?
Eventually.
Oh my.
Absolute power.
Malfias, correct?
I mean, you're a solar. You can absorb all that.
What am I, a sponge?
Yes.
They're all stylish too. They have like collars around their neck and stuff, and like chains burning into them. It's all very Malfian.
I'm going to try this again, but different. I'm going to use my 49 empty palm technique to attack them, but it's like a range thing. I'm gonna fucking Superman cold breath them.
You're gonna like, and then like make like a hand motion and get into a stance to blow cold essence out of them.
Yes.
All right, Crocodile Man has an ice breath weapon from martial arts.
For the power of the cold sterility of my marriage.
Should I try and help you again?
Cold shoulder.
He's just like mid-sentence, he starts crying instead. Okay, and more plus 10.
Oh, good.
There you go.
So, where's my? There it is. So yeah, it's forceful, so it sends them flying. Yeah, they're reeling. They're disarmed? Question mark. It's an area attack, and yeah, it does 2 damage.
Okay. Various shapes and figures are beaten out of having a definite form. Almost like a what's that fucking plant you eat that's terrible to eat?
Artichoke?
Yeah, it's almost like an artichoke where it's all the leaves layered on top of each other and you peel them back to get to the meat.
Correct.
Yeah, you're peeling former wardens apart from it, or like the spirits of wardens, or like the demon forms of wardens, because they're not really ghosts.
I think you're saying Mormons.
Mormons.
Mormons for a second.
Mormons. Mormon Malpheus. A star child was born.
Oh god.
Lucifer, brother of Mormon Malpheus. Oh yeah, so you start peeling away the artichoke leaves that are this demon thing. Yeah, it's wilting. It looks like Executor almost. The way like it has like the base that moves around with those legs and it has like the tree and there's faces on it coming out.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's
just
terrifying.
metal and spirits and
Morphean
essence.
and terrifying.
Yeah. It's not super meaty. It's not like flesh everywhere. This is more spiritual and energy.
Is it really weird that this is Malfian? Like everything is super Malfian all of a
No,
sudden?
you're in Malpheus right now.
Yeah.
That's where the prison is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that common knowledge? I thought that
Yeah,
was
this prison
yeah.
is in the demon world. That's why
Yeah.
people can't get out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't realize that was a common knowledge. I thought that was
I
like
mean,
a big
it's not
secret thing.
common, but it's common enough for you guys, Exalts.
Between
Okay,
all of us,
so
we
could
figured
probably
this
just
out.
look around and be like, yeah,
You have a
this-
Malfian Exalt with you.
Yeah.
You've been here. You know stuff.
We all met each other here.
Yeah, this is like a bonfire of spiritual energy. Some sort of angry god creature.
Well, can it be hurt by its own lava streams?
It doesn't look like it is, or if it is being hurt, it looks like it's not registering the way you'd hope it would.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
So what do you guys want to do? This thing is starting to stomp around and rip free of its like moorings and like destroy this place. The cave isn't collapsing like it's filling up. The cave is collapsing into the burning pyres of energy and being evaporated. This place is opening up pretty quickly.
Well, I guess I would like to deal with the whole area damage that's here from all the lasers and so on.
And molten metal?
Yeah, so probably summon some little demons to plug in all the holes, 10,000 demons or whatever. Evan Dragon style to eclipse all the lasers.
They're like fat little demons to shove into the holes.
Get in there.
Picturing
Get in there, Marty.
You fucking
either
hate
Pain or
Marty.
Panic. I don't remember which one it is. That's the fat
Pain
one.
and Panic from
the Hercules
Hercules.
movie.
Weird little Kudoma spirits.
That's 11, so I get whole trees.
What possible move is this?
Acuity?
Perfect. That's what I want to know.
So yeah, I got...
You can spend a whole to clear out the environmental issue.
Yeah. So it was reduce the social damage targeted by 1, so I can take that twice.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can spend one of your whole to remove this environmental effect.
Yeah, so do
So
that.
it's done.
Um,
You summon up like infernal essence and channel it through your chakras and martial arts skills to like just snuff them out. You
Yep.
use entropy to snuff them one after another.
Yep.
Kind of like when Zuko's lighting those candles in Avatar, but in reverse.
Ooh.
In Boston Say. When
Oh.
he's taking that girl once. He's only
Yep.
listeners.
Okay. I'm going to aid. Oh,
Yeah, because I got like hold 3.
Wait, you can spend them whenever you want.
Oh. It's like, what's its exploitable weakness in enemies' armor, defenses, fighting style, and so on?
It's exploitable weakness right now. Probably doesn't have any focused It's not focusing in on you guys. It looks like it's rampaging.
Ah.
So it's kind of blind to you guys, not in the super literal way, but it's a rampager.
Line enough for a sneak attack.
Maybe if you made a distraction, or someone helped you make a distraction with their acuity, their knowledge of the battlefield. Or maybe if your senpai, your master, your sifu were to know you intimately enough to channel your abilities in a constructive way, wordlessly be like, I'll make a distraction, and then my student will hide
My
himself.
foolish, impudent
Perception.
student.
I guess I can, create a shadow for him to hide behind. And, that'll
Yeah, because the whole room's like brightly lit up between
Just
us
figure he
all.
holds out like his
I
cane.
just imagine
Your
Peter's
height.
hand shadow showing up, like with the hands on hips and everything, looking in the Superman pose.
Like, my own shadow, swivels towards him to hide.
I do fade
Rain.
into darkness.
And, this is your Sifu telling you about words. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Okay, well then, if I'm hidden...
Yeah, you
I
spend a
sneak-
hold and you can do that. You're hidden.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well then
I'm gonna hold up.
Hold on.
I'll aid you before you do that.
Because this is my one and done move.
Knowing
What do I do
that
this
he's weak to cold, I'm gonna throw a fan to you, so you can have a fan to fan him off.
No! What?
So I'm gonna aid you with that.
Use this weapon.
I have beautiful fans.
I picture
Okay?
you're like hiding, he throws his fan, it's all bedazzled, and like and immediately
Strobe
like
lights in it.
makes an air horn sound.
So that will be.
This better be a battle fan. This is a battle fan, right?
So,
Where's
oh
the
gosh,
blade?
yeah, full of blades and everything. Totally bedazzled, but yeah, blades.
It just looks sharp.
So yeah, so you get a
What
plus
a
one going
diss.
forward.
I get what, sorry?
Plus one
Plus
going
one.
forward.
Okay, well,
Use your
Reach
combo
out.
finisher.
I'm gonna do my sneak attack move. Yeah. That's 6. So 8
Plus-
total.
plus the one I
so
have.
9.
+1 from me because I'm still guiding you.
So
Okay.
10
So that's
plus.
10 plus.
Yay!
So that's 3 damage, armor piercing, and then
spit
brutal,
acid.
crippled, reeling, and then I do acid, which does another 2 damage.
How much damage will be it?
5. 3 of its armor piercing though. Lord. If that matters. And yeah, brutal.
Doesn't it not
I
get
can't remember. I can never remember what brutal
I
does.
don't
Roll
depends.
50-50 to
how
get +1 damage, is it?
I don't know.
All right. So what does the sneak attack look like? What do you do? Well, you hide away in the shadow, and then how does this play out?
I was hoping I could because I have infinite blades, I could use some of them to pin down some of the chains and kind of leave them open, and just go for slide underneath them to cut the underside open or something, and then spit
Yeah,
acid
okay.
back up into it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. That's perfect. That's exactly how that plays out. You slide and start carving it open.
Take these chains of love.
This thing is low to the ground now. Some of its legs are broken. Its chains have been pinned. It's being exercised partially. It's yeah. It looks like it's kind of kneeling. It's taking a knee.
Take the
What are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna do to take advantage of this moment?
Execute.
Yeah, I think the guy with the gun should blow its brains out.
Yeah.
Get the
Are there
kill.
any of the faces that looks like the most recent warden?
Sure.
Or
At the very top.
Okay.
Of course, where else?
Or the most ancient warden.
No, the most
Okay.
recent is what we're going for. At the
Okay.
very top.
Then
the
yeah.
nemesis.
I will
Climb.
jump. Yeah, I'll climb up one of the chains, jump up, and shoot it in the head.
Got a catchphrase.
This ends now.
Your sentence
I
is
am the
finished.
law.
Guilty.
What's that goddamn word? What's that goddamn word? Pardon? Pardon me.
Oh.
Because you're running up and it's pardon me.
Parfait.
God damn you.
Parlay. Wait, that's not what I wanted.
Parsley.
Okay.
Cilantro?
I got a 7.
Alright, that's still a success.
Yes. So it.
For a pre-martial damage, crippling,
Yeah.
broccoli.
It's not area because it doesn't have a flourish, but
That's how
yeah.
we're losing it.
It's 4 damage, armor piercing, does area damage, or does like damage to the. It's destructive. And yeah.
Okay. And yeah, are you doing like the final scene for it? What is it?
It turns up.
All right, you blow the current warden apart, like its spiritual essence just crumbles, and the whole thing starts to collapse in on itself. This whole cavern starts to collapse in on itself. It's like the machine falls down, the ruins of the crematorium start setting fire to everything that shouldn't be able to be set fire to. Like the warden's, do you shoot him in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, well, his head blows apart, starts splitting open like a wilting flower.
Fuck.
Gross.
Amazing.
There's something in his body as you're falling down.
I will reach in to see what it is.
You reach in and pull it out.
Yep.
It's a scroll with the warden's sigil on
Oh
it.
my god. Eat it. Why would he keep that in there?
It's the only way.
Nobody can
This place is
get it.
collapsing. Be dynamic right now. How do you get out?
I will grab people and, yeah.
Crush them in my hands.
I'm the warden now.
I'm the one.
Just immediately turns on us.
Get back to yourselves,
You all
inmates.
seem like you're very small, right?
In comparison to you, probably.
Oh,
he's-
you're kind of
yeah.
jacked right now, actually.
Well, I can unjack myself.
Whoa, not in front of
Make sure to grab the
there's
shoe on the way
children
up.
listening.
What?
Make sure to grab the
I
shoe on
must
the
know
way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just, be like, everybody hop on!
I'll start like tying some silks so like we actually have ropes to
Get
tie
me out.
to you.
That's a tail.
Yeah,
I
but
can
like
just escape. I can just escape.
that way.
Yeah. But yeah,
Doesn't
then
matter.
I'll,
We lasso you. Just-
I don't want to escape.
then I'll do the, Kool-Aid Man again. Through the ceiling.
As it's like
So
collapsing.
you grab people, kneel down with a scroll in one hand, your friends stacked on top of you in the other, and you just Superman punch your way up.
Yes.
Justice.
Justice League.
Justice is served.
Justice Leap.
All right, you escape the collapsing warden's cavern as the whole thing comes in on itself, and that part of the prison basically collapses inward in fire. And you escape.
Excellent.
You escape the debris. Let me die. Fucking Arrested Development.
Shoe in the middle of there. Now I'll be the warden.
Wait,
I'll be the warden.
he'd be the best warden of us all.
He deserved it.
So we're gonna like destroy the prison while we're here?
No,
so,
prison is
no more,
useful.
so no more people get sent to literally hell.
No, we're
People
gonna
literally
serve a
hell,
prison.
but
Yeah.
also worse because it's a prison.
People need prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not this prison. Build a normal prison. Is what
But
I'm
we're just
saying.
gonna turn it into a normal.
We'll have a prisoner form.
Well,
It's very secure, and in a world where exalts exist, you probably need something this powerful.
Yeah.
This
that's-
is literally just like an exalted version of Guantanamo Bay. Nothing good ever happens here.
Well, now that I'm the warden, there's going to be reforms.
That's what America said.
Slightly.
I'm actually also, we don't actually know if I become the warden. It never
We
said
know that you become the
I mean,
warden. That's
literally,
how
who's
it
going to
works.
stop you?
Literally, only the warden would have cared, and he's dead now.
I mean, there's some liminal that wants to be part of the crew, I guess. Either or. Anything will be better.
He was the prison the whole time. He was the prison exalted. He was an exalt of the prison. That's why it was liminal. The prison was
Sidereal?
Using the city word.
He's
That'd be good, actually.
an exalt of the city.
The C word.
Every time.
I'm just gonna pause for a sec. All right, we're back. So you guys are at the kind of outskirts of the battlefield. Like you've moved further away. After your big fight, the debris and damage is settling down. The spirits and the turmoil is calming. The sky's all fucked up and broken and stuff. And yeah, it's gotten peaceful where you are. The 5 of you.
No, I grabbed shoe.
I don't care about shoot. The
Okay.
five people who matter, Nicole.
Shoe's not a person.
It's all
sounded
calm
like-
down.
it sounded
The
like-
5 of you.
It sounds like you're saying the 5 of us pointedly.
No. Just trying to set a scene and a tone.
So, what will we do now, boundless jurisdiction, as a free, innocent person?
You didn't say man for very obvious reasons.
Clean up the streets.
Go back to the force?
Get my, personal life back in order.
Long word, honestly.
Just a long pause after that, like,
Yeah.
Those are the only two things in my docket.
It occurs to me I may have been arrogant in thinking I could ever dictate what I'm not going to say a circle, but you basically have been that. What a group of exiles could do. So I think I may move on. From what I've seen of you guys, I think there's enough to know that you will do what's best, even if it's in your own ways. What?
Out of character. It's like, no, don't leave. Then it's only me in the liminal.
Whoa!
And
I believe in justice, kinda.
I think I've burned a lot of bridges coming down here by myself, so I may have to go look into that and repair a few. Oh man, my salary's gonna be docked.
Sounds like repairing relationships is the way that we're all going.
Yep. I think I'll continue working with the mayor, trying to help you out on that end, and then maybe move on to another city or potentially even run for mayor here.
Liminal mayor.
I mean, someone needs to take care of the prison. Not sure whether Fusion has assigned any serial to it.
Not officially, no.
I mean, it's a new place, maybe.
Oh, don't doubt. They're going to be keeping a closer eye on this place now that they know about you four. My report is going to be very interesting.
What about you, Black Rain? Are you moving on? You've proven your amazing talents.
After defeating all the other assassins in this league.
So there's some other killers on the loose, and their souls here to be put to rest. The balance must be checked.
I know one day you will know what an assassin truly is, because I don't.
Oh, roll initiative. It's happening! I say nothing.
Good job.
Everyone pat yourself.
Yeah, I think we're all just kind of standing in like a nice silence. Just
1,000 miles there.
In that case, Child is kind of the first to go. He just kind of bows his head and backs off.
You look away, and I Batman, and then I'm gone.
that's fair.
So this paper I have,
It's a scroll sealed with the insignia.
do I like present it somewhere?
Whoever told you that? It's a fucking thing. You don't know.
To go to break the
It's
insignia.
mail.
Throw it at your husband. Love me!
I don't want to break the seal in case that means that I don't.
You failed the test.
Open it. That's part of the thing.
Okay, I thought it was like
It's addressed to
this
you.
is an official thing with the seal, and if the seal's broken when I present it to who I'm supposed to present it to.
No.
Like,
Why-
you
no,
forged this!
This is a simple movie. There's no nuance of fucking mail going on here. This isn't fucking Harvey Dent in Batman having to go through the nuances of the legal system to come down for an audience.
We're free to go now.
It's a martial art movie.
I'll open the scroll then.
It says on it that your name, who is accused of X blah blah crime serving this sentence blah blah, is hereby officially pardoned in the eyes of the area of authority that the prison is in for. You're fully pardoned of all crimes.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, crap. Especially
No.
this last one.
Just to be clear, does it specify past, present, and future crimes?
No.
No. This isn't becoming like the president of a country. You can't just pardon the past, present, and future.
I mean, on the bright side, you can only become an anathema once, so...
Right.
That's not a crime.
I mean, it kind
It
of
is.
is.
It's not a crime. That's not a legal system thing.
I mean...
The realm legal system doesn't deal with anathema. It's like, an anathema is risen. That's like us saying we put the fucking asteroid coming to Earth on trial, guys.
I mean...
What a way to describe an exalt.
It's like Mount St. Helens is going to erupt and wake up the Decepticons. We better sue Mount St. Helens.
I mean, if we could, we would.
Like that fucking Roman emperor gonna whip the ocean?
Yes. Welcome to Exalted.
Yeah, wait.
No, he whipped the ocean just to punish it, not because it was illegal, not because he had to give it a lash. He did it because he was drunk with power.
Exalted.
Anyway, you are officially absolved of your crimes. Whether or not you committed them is not important. You are absolved. You're an innocent person. Well, that's not really how law works. You're not guilty. And you all know. You're
Your
not.
record is clean.
Okay. This doesn't fix my marital problems.
Or are you being hunted by the Wild Hunt?
Yeah.
Which really became bigger problems than this town's police.
I was kind of hoping it would be a magic hand wave to make everything okay.
No, it means legally you're pure.
And that's what
You're a lawman who's committed no crimes.
But in the process, did you learn that justice was not what you thought it was?
Just look into the sun, shake a fist at it, curse, the sun to make him take the exaltation away from you. 2E or something.
Fucking 1E with looters.
Nah, close enough.
What a terrible game.
Can we just play Exalted once without ragging on it?
No.
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably fucking not.
It'll be the blandest game ever.
So now you have more legal room to move around and get your marriage back on track without being arrested every few seconds.
But I'm not going to be arrested, but a wild hunt is still after me, and I'm
town
still
was-
anathema, and my husband's still part of the wild hunt.
Well, Charles still
And
could be
also
pulling
hates-
Yeah, but you
strings
did
with
commit
that.
those crimes.
Exactly.
Too
That'll
bad.
work. Okay, you can't just hand wave away your husband having issues with you being anathema, but now you're not guilty of any of those crimes that they said you did.
But what's worse is now she's guilty of being an anathema.
So
Yeah.
who cares? You can.
The
people
wild
can-
hunt cares.
No, you're,
Also,
Do you want me do you want me to actually finish the thought? The arc to the story wouldn't be you getting a magic eraser for it all. The arc to the story is you being all like, no, all that stuff, that the corruption, the being a bad person, all the stuff you pinned on me before I was, exalted, that didn't fucking happen. I have proof here that says it. That wasn't me. So, his husband was never corrupt. You start from there and you build a relationship. That'd be the whole arc of the character. Where it's like the cop's like, he was a bad cop. It's like, and like your husband, like the other cop's like, well, he was a bad cop. He went to jail. Then he came out, twisted the monster. It's like, well, no, he wasn't a bad cop. He was pardoned. So like it pokes holes in the lie.
Also,
There's strange laws of this society about pardoning.
oh my god.
Also, his
Okay.
partner who made
That's
all
what I was
those horrible
talking
claims is now
about.
gone. He's just gone. No one questions where he went.
I don't think he's gone. Oh, you
He was in that
guys
building that
yeah.
got destroyed.
Yeah,
Kills him.
He's fucking dead. He's under a bunch of rubble. They really think he died during the wild hunt.
Not guilty.
But yeah, it totally throws a lot of stuff into question, and there's gonna be something you build upon. It's an arc. It starts to an arc.
This is a really short game, so we're never gonna get to that arc.
Yeah, it's fine.
It would have been impossible to roleplay anyways.
Would it have though? Do you think?
Repairing a marriage and roleplaying? Yeah.
I mean, also
Just have a new one.
Oh my god.
No.
I mean, this would be a whole arc, like the Prince of the Universe or something. In the
Find
end.
yourself one of those exalted elementals, like a flame duck.
Go find your
Whose
lunar
bush is on
maidens.
fire. That was in the arc. Like their hair was on fire until the artist was like, well, if their hair's on fire and they're a fire elemental, that means all their hair must be on fire. And it is a fairly, I'm not going to say dirty picture, but it's awfully suggestive.
Their armpit hair. Gross.
To shave, they just use ice.
Oh my god, it's so goddamn hot out. Bucket of ice. I feel like trash.
And on that note,
Yeah, you all go your separate ways.
Yep.
the atrocity separates.
An atrocity of anathema. Well, I guess that's the final session then. Stay tuned for next week's outro episode. We do outro episodes, and who would stick around for them?
No one.
Did we do outro episodes?
We totally do. We do wrap up episodes.
Why have we
No,
ever
we
done
don't.
that?
Do people even
We've
listen
done it
to
with a
these
bunch of
things?
we've done it
Yeah.
with a bunch of games.
What are we
The
talking
I have
very
no
last
memory of
Broken
this
Worlds
place.
Exalted game, we did it for Exalted. Like I think we did it for Prison of the Universe. I'm almost certain we did it for the Veil. We did it for Amp.
No. No.
Multiple times.
You guys are killing me.
We did. I remember.
Prince of the Universe, yeah, that makes sense. It was a 2-year-long game, but I don't remember any
I
of
think
the
we did
others.
multiple, like...
We did a little one for Amp. It was like half an hour. Or
Yeah,
so
it's
maybe
just a
we
quick
were just
episode.
like, hey,
It's
that
fucking
was
filler for the
neat
queue.
or whatever.
We'll
that
talk
was
shit about the
this.
game.
Look,
Yeah.
I know we do outros because it's filler for the queue to keep the goddamn things I have to record, fattened up.
Don't give away the
Okay.
recipe.
Let's
Are
wrap
you
it up.
kidding me? We do an intro and an outro? That's just free real estate.
Oh my god.
You suckers!
They come
Wasn't
back every
this-
fucking week.
Yeah, you suckers with your not paying for our content.
Hope
You're
you
the real
enjoy it.
suckers here.
I hope you enjoyed the 250 episodes of content we've put out for free. We tricked you into it. That's like 700 hours, by the way.
It is a
Yeah.
lot. If
It's
this
a
wasn't
little
already
ridiculous.
just enjoyable.
We
It's
suck
so
at-
crazy that people have actually listened to all of it.
That's...
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
That's
people
so
that-
I
They
don't,
need to
I
get
don't
a
believe
gold
that any
star.
one person
Right?
could stand us for that long.
What? People
There
listen-
are people on
Without
the
being
Discord.
driven to madness.
Well,
Okay, well that's debatable, I guess. We don't know
It's
that
not
one.
exclusive.
Are you driven to madness if you're already there?
You probably have to be.
Anyway,
get
thank
through
you
one
all for
episode.
listening. I was Devin,
Nicole.
Ian.
Kevin.
Peter.
Anthony.
and this is sponsored by Nobody, signing off. See you all in the outro.